Good afternoon, I'm Kyle Byrne with your Iona College Vcast. The City Council of Toronto, Canada has voted to curb the powers of embattled Mayor Rob Ford. Over the past several weeks, Ford has admitted to smoking crack cocaine, buying illegal drugs, and driving under the influence of alcohol. Ford has vowed to challenge the limiting of his powers in court. At a hearing on November 18th, he caused a new stir after knocking down a female counselor. Later in the day, Ford appeared on television to debut his new weekly YouTube program, Ford Nation. Ford said he is being targeted for his fiscally responsible policies. We spoke to students on campus about their thoughts on the Toronto mayor.
I mean, would I trust him as a politician? I mean, I might, because he admitted to it. I mean, if he was caught, it would be different. But, since he admitted to it, it shows a little bit. I have more respect for him.
Kind of sends the message that a public official is above the law. And based on his conduct, yesterday he was signing bobblehead dolls. He seems to be reveling in this kind of celebrity. So they should remove him from office and put somebody in there who's going to have a more responsible life.
The United States has flown 2 warplanes over the disputed East China Sea, defying a recent edict from the Asian superpower. The Chinese government said over the weekend it must be notified of any flights over part of the small island chain that is also claimed by Japan. The Pentagon says it flew 2 B-52 bombers as part of a previously scheduled exercise. The U.S., Japan, and several other governments have rejected China's claim to an air defense zone over the area. Microsoft is reportedly developing a new project to encrypt its online traffic over fears of National Security Agency surveillance. The Washington Post reports Microsoft is expanding its encryption based on concerns the NSA has broken into its global communication links. Now here's Andrea Rodgers with your entertainment news.
Thanks, Kyle. The Queens graffiti mecca, also known as 5 Points, is no more. The internationally renowned haven for urban artists was quietly painted over early Tuesday morning. However, plans to turn these historic buildings into additional Long Island City luxury towers have been up in the air since August. The graffiti admirers that used the buildings on Jackson Ave were distraught at the news and even sought to block the building's demolition, but federal Judge Block rejected the art's injunction last Tuesday. 5 Points curator Jonathan Cohen said, "If 5 Points was to go, I will not be doing this someplace else. Why would I want to invest 10 more years somewhere else and then that neighborhood changes?" For entertainment, Miley Cyrus captured everyone's attention once again, this time not by twerking but by smoking weed on national television during the MTV EMA Awards hosted in Amsterdam. Although smoking and possessing weed is legal in Amsterdam, it is illegal to smoke at awards shows. We asked the Iona campus how they felt about the 20-year-old ex-Disney star smoking while her fans watched.
That's probably not a good message to send to kids. I think she's smart, though, as far as her career, because there was no way she was going to be able to break out of that Hannah Montana Disney hole.
With the kids looking at her now and the way she's being so rebellious and doing all these things, I mean, that's the future, is the kids.
Honestly, I thought it was kind of really cool of her. It just shows she doesn't really care about what people think about her, and that's something that a lot of girls can learn from too.
As an athlete, I know we get drug tested and stuff like that, and I feel like, those people that are at that level performing that way should be held to the same standards as us.
Yeah, she's setting a tone for young people, saying this is acceptable behavior in public, and despite what the laws might be in one state versus another, it really doesn't set a good example for young people.
Although Miley Cyrus's behavior has been what some may say destructive, like a wrecking ball, singer Demi Lovato says she will always back up her childhood pal.
I think that the world kind of needs to get over the fact that she was Hannah Montana when she was 16 or whatever.
That was your Arts and Entertainment Vcast. Up next is Sports with Frank Jaeger.
Thank you, Andrea. The men's basketball team took George Mason to the house 89-73 this past Tuesday. Sean Armand was the leading scorer, shooting 10 for 15 with 4 from long range.
You got to do a little bit of everything, keep them playing you honest, and I worked hard over the summer with my teammates and coaching staff to improve my game, and just the beginning. So hopefully there's more to come for that.
I think Sean not only made shots, but he went to the basket with good decisions, didn't force things, but took what was given to him. I think our guys did a nice job of freeing him up and looking for him as well. Isaiah, not only on kickouts, but Isaiah had a couple of drives off of those kickouts and made nice decisions and made the extra pass.
You can catch the next home game here at Iona's Heinz Center December 4th against conference rival Marist. Controversy builds in the NFL over Richie Incognito and Miami Dolphins teammate Jonathan Martin. Incognito is being accused of bullying after sending some racy and offensive text messages to his fellow linemen. Was Incognito's remarks crossing the line, or is this matter being blown out of proportion and should be dealt with the Miami Dolphins organization? Let's listen in on what Iona staff and athletes had to say. Finally, it was a bad weekend for New York football fans as both the Giants and Jets took the plunge against their opponents. The G-men suffered a hard divisional loss against the Cowboys 24-21 in what could have been the nail in the coffin in terms of playoffs. Head coach Tom Coughlin refuses to throw in the towel.
We have a 5-game schedule left. Every game is critical. We want to prepare and work as hard as we possibly can, stay together, try to win football games. That's, we lost a game we were all excited about having a chance to win, but it's gone.
Since their bye week, Gangrene has yet to pull off a victory, losing last week to Buffalo and this week to the Baltimore Ravens 19-3. This is the second week in a row where rookie QB Geno Smith was pulled from the game. Only achieving a field goal all 4 quarters, the Jets look to pick it up against division opponent Miami Dolphins. Let's hope for the fans' sake they pull off more than 3 points and Smith gets his groove back. I'm Frank Jaeger with sports. For Tech News, here's Daniel Tim.
Amazon just released its new delivery service, which is expected to be statewide by 2015. How many of you are Amazon Prime members? Well, now that membership is about to get even better. Amazon just finished their new Amazon Prime 30-minute delivery method. That's right, 30 minutes. They're going to be using drones for delivery. This new $25 billion plan is being tested in Chicago and expected to be available for us by 2015. Now for a little bit of the fine print. Weather conditions and weight of the item are factors that affect this type of shipping. So this will not be replacing the 2-day Express Prime shipping that Amazon already offers. This is Daniel Tim with your Tech News Update.
That's your Iona College VCast for today. For all of us at ICTV News, I'm Kyle Byrne.